What's going on, guys? I am Simple Simon and welcome to Comics I Read, or Comics I Read, however which way you want to say it. There's no right or wrong answer. I thought I'd do a new series, and this is not going to happen on the weekly or anything. Just every now and then I figured this will be a new series that I do and talk about the books that I read recently. A lot of you might know that I don't read a lot. I might go through weeks sometimes without reading anything, yet every week I'm still picking up these massive thick piles of books. So a lot of people will make fun of me for not reading my books, and that's fair enough. It's all good, but I do actually read, and I do enjoy reading. Nowadays when I do read, I do like to pick up a chunk and whether it be reading consecutive issues and catching up on one series or reading a bunch of new ones. So I just thought it'd be a fun idea to do. So I'm going to try it out. Comics I read. So the other night I read A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. I also read Mazebook by Jeff Lemire. I read Taarna, the Cosmic Gardener, bit of a weird one there. And I also read the first two issues of Red Sonja by Merker and Dolfo. So they will be the books I'll be discussing today. Let's do this. Before we get started, don't forget, guys, if you want to help a brother out, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, welcome to the Simpleverse, and leave a comment, let us know if you've read any of these books or if you've got any recommendations for me to check out. Now, just before I start, I also want to say these are not going to be reviews necessarily, just quick thoughts about what I thought of the book. It will be spoiler free. I'm just going to let you know what I thought. It's not going to be a review by any stretch. So let's get into it. The first book was A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. My boy Mark let me know that apparently all of a sudden everyone wanted this book. I pre-ordered my shit two months ago. So I haven't actually heard of anyone talk about their review on this just yet. I was just like, the first issue, to be honest, not a lot happens at all really. It's really just a day in the life of a guy who does nothing. But I guess something does happen at the end, which makes you go, okay, well now I need to know what's going on, right? So it had that ending, it had enough for me to want to find out what the go is with this story. So I will probably get the next issue, keep going with that until I decide that I don't want to read this anymore. If people are like going on about how good it was, nothing really happened. I just found the ending was like, okay, cool. Let's see where this goes. So that's my 2 cents on A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, written by Rick Remender. Next was Mazebook by Jeff Lemire. I recently read the first Primordial a couple weeks back, and that was great. Mazebook, I really enjoyed this too. So this was very different than Primordial, more of a psychological sort of thing going on. The art was a bit, I forgot to mention. The art in this was okay. It was ugly. I like to call that art. It's not like I didn't like it. It's that art where everyone looks ugly in it. So yeah, I forgot. I'll review the art too in this series. So Mazebook, the art was, it was okay. I didn't love it, but I guess because of the type of story, it kind of suited the story. It didn't put me off, kind of like Department of Truth. For some reason, that art put me off. It was too much. This art kind of suited the story, so I was okay with it. But again, I didn't love it, but this story is quite good. Definitely want to know what's going on with this. Again, ends with a big cliffhanger, sort of making you want to know more. So I'm definitely going to subscribe to that whole series of Mazebook. Next, Taarna, the Cosmic Gardener. How many people just clicked off? I love the character design of Taarna from Heavy Metal. I have not read anything about her. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to read this. It's just a one-shot, Cosmic Gardener. I have seen Heavy Metal, the animated series, but it's an animated movie, sorry. It was a long time ago. I haven't seen it for a long time. So I don't quite remember like how the world sort of works, but it's almost like fantasy crossed with science fiction. There's robots in it. There's flying dinosaur things that she rides. This was okay. The art was decent. The story was just okay, but again, because I don't really know the world, I wasn't feeling that involved in it. It was okay. Straight off the bat, as soon as Taarna enters the story, she's naked, so I'm all about that. So this was okay. I do want to read more about Taarna. He does seem like a pretty cool character. Speaking of another cool chick who I have lots of books of, is Red Sonja. You guys probably see from my weekly hauls, I have a lot of Red Sonja cover buys. I've never read a Red Sonja book until now. Mirka and Dolfo, I know she wrote Mercy, and she's written a few things, so I thought with her writing it, I'll check this story out. The art is again just okay. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. It was just okay. The story. So again, not knowing much about Red Sonja, she just seems to be like some just badass chick, right? Who just can kick butt and slice you up and chop your head off. This was an interesting story, I guess, because there's a little girl involved, so you kind of see Red Sonja take on almost like a mother-like role. I don't know if that's been done before in Red Sonja or not, but it was interesting enough. I kind of was quite bored in the first, for the first issue until the end, where again, the ending kind of had that thing where like, oh, something happened, and you're like, oh, that's what's going on here. You want to know what happens, right? So then I went into issue 2, and it was okay. It was okay. I'll probably read a few more issues of this. I don't know if it's a mini-series or if it's ongoing, but yeah, I'll check out a few more issues of that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'd say Mazebook was probably my favorite thing I read out of all these, but let us know in the comments if you've read any of these, what you guys thought, and yeah, drop some knowledge in the comments if you'd like. Anyway, this is a crap new series, but every now and then I'm going to do these where I'll just talk about a bunch of books I read. If you don't think it's a good idea, let me know in the comments, give us a thumbs down, all that good stuff. But yeah, until next time guys, thank you for watching. Keep it simple.